right. So it was like, it seemed like these people from this so-called family community, they didn't have no reason because I never mistreated these people. So, and I never did nothing to their children, and nothing that I knowingly am connected to ever did anything to these people. I feel like it's crabs in a barrel or just jealousy or like people did have lack. So these are not the wealthy ones. Because if you have wealth already in your DNA, if you had abundance, something in your DNA, so we know that God ain't just talking about people from the ghetto is about to be, is been told that they was rich, right? They say that they poor, but you are rich. We couldn't have been talking about them people because they don't carry the abundant measures with the crabs in the barrel, the taking shit from other people without permission, or because you can, or because you could do voodoo, or you could do whatever this is. Because abundant people don't think like that. We don't operate like that. If the abundant person was properly put in the proper place in a position higher than the rest, in all on all levels, abundance would flow. If not, if it was in the wrong hands, we'd be where we are right now. So they just I just keep on hearing just because they just did it just because. It's not just because. It's the hate, the jealousy, it's the envy, it's the something. This could be other family members that cousin your age. If you could be maybe the only cousin or one of the only cousins, um, because my cousin Nisi, she had her dad in her life too, but she was a little bit more wild than me. Um, but you could be one of them cousins that everybody always saw you with your dad, and they wished that they had it. So the hate and anger from growing up like that, they chose you to be the punching bag, or you could have always been the one skinny with a nice body, a natural BBL, like all your life. I had a nice body when I was young, but it changed after I had kids. So mm, that could make somebody jealous, right? You could have been the one that always get the boyfriend with the money, whether it's a drug dealer and you move yourself to a big time lawyer, whatever it is. But I just feel like there's there's God. It's I feel like it's the God in me for real. And the fact that a lot of these people that made it maybe into the music industry and shit like this, I don't know if it's their connection to that energy or whatever this is. The fact that people even could have prophesied about this type of situation lets me know that this ain't nothing new. This kind of this type of ritual is not nothing new. So as soon as people seen it, when they came in my energy, they seen it happen, they knew they could stop it or they knew what this was. Because when I think about this ritual being spoken of in the music, I don't really listen to no music too old, but at least the 60s, 70s. I used to listen to the oldies a lot. At least it was already prophesied or spoken of in the music. I can see all the way from there, all the way up before I was allegedly born, right? That's what also lets me know that somebody is like I'm an anomaly or somebody is an anomaly. Like only once in a while, people like this show up on the planet, and it commands attention in another different way. So people could want to do vile things to a person for no reason, or said, like I said, if this family was using my brain power, even though they came off as smart people, if they was using other parts of my elements in order to empower themselves, like when people get caught, and everybody in the family might not know, or in these dynamics might not know that that's what the family was doing, and some people may know. Um, it just let me know that. So if they kidnap me or one of my clones or one of my part of my body. It's like these men that they didn't get to do something to me. That's why I feel like it's more of the black people from like where I actually came from, like in that area where I was where I was growing up from adolescence, and I was not having sex yet. But if these people were exploiting my body at a young age, um, the uncles, fathers, brothers, it's something that they wanted from me, positioning that they wanted from me in the future, where they act like knock a motherfucker head off if they mess with you. And sometimes it felt like that when I was younger, right? But I also had to fight for myself. I wasn't waiting for them to do anything to anybody. It's most people in the 80s felt comfortable with their family. If you had a big family, you kind of knew that the streets already knew you had a big family. So that gave y'all a little bit of leeway to not really be fucked with repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody would maybe step up for their niece or something like this, right? This could also be when you was around them more. You grow up, you go have your children, da da da. You may not come around as much. I notice with people with my energy, if I don't come around people, they get aggravated. They get anxious. They get aggravated or something like this. They don't just like, oh girl, yeah, she kind of the relationship just faded away. We kind of just don't talk no more. Like I notice a lot of people get aggressively angry, even if they don't let it show. When they call me, girl, what you been doing? Like it's not like, hey, big head, what you been doing? It's like, well, where you been? Why you don't pick up the phone? It's something like that, right? So I was thinking, if they did that picture that I told you, I seen myself with some of my older girl cousins, and normally I seen a picture of myself. I know I bought this sweater from Sears, like before it closed by my house in Kenosha. When I see my picture, that self in that picture with like Carla and Danielle and I think some of the Gardner girls. Okay, so this means that they put the snake up on the throne or something like this, y'all. I think I was reading those Epstein files, and it said, you know, oh, they can make you something, or make you a Gardner. It says something like this, and I'm thinking, well, the Gardners ain't the ones that was supposed to have the power here, anyways. Like, so I don't know if they were, because something in my head was telling me something like, So if they gave Lazy, if they gave Lizzie my position, because it's something that would have been about this person that used to drive school buses. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's something whatever here. Um, Maybe those people are vampires. I don't know. It's something weird here. But I could be just an ordinary, but I'm not a meaning that supernaturals or X-Men people that science has made them more than what they are would look at me different because I have subtle gifts, but like it's not a group of us with it. It is only the one. And I don't know, it's something like, I don't know, I'm just looking at it a little bit different. Something that I haven't been taken to exercise or practice or whatever to tighten up or know how to use it to protect myself, whatever would come with me. So, but it would be like something like that. But it's also would be blaspheming like the Holy Spirit if they really know what something was. But I said, it's almost like these people try to steal my eggs or steal from me or produce from me so that they can give, or this might not even be for actual upfront finances, but like Bitcoin or crypto, something that they could use to control the back ends. They could have swapped out or where they can use covens as like weapons. Um, but it's like These are people that it ain't. Some of these people is like family members that you was cool with, but you wasn't. You just hang around with them when you was little, really little, and then y'all just grew away from each other older. But what I was getting was, it's like these men starting with some in the family and then spreading out to other ones. They could be producing just a group of the single fathers club, eggs from me to have me. You didn't want to take care of me when weapons was formed against me. You didn't want to protect me unless you was gonna get me or get some or get whatever. So it's almost kind of disgusting, because I don't know what other way or how else to take it to produce, um, to ruin my children, maybe even take and traffic my children around the family behind my back with the person, the dad, or if I told you that these children was not really mine, they used me as a sis, or if the children, I don't know, to ruin what I thought of what I had as children or something like this, and then they have secretly spread my eggs around to single men. That's going to have, it's a little bit disturbing that, um, the heaviness that these people living off of my energy. So I've been always tired. I had to push the extra mile to just get up, get my kids dressed, clean up my house, it's like a heavy weight, as if you take a womb and take 1,000 eggs and spread them out and abuse all these children, but some put them in some hands of some people that go to abuse them. It's almost like if there was a father or a grandfather or a great grandfather in the hierarchies or the other side or in the so-called heavens, that person was watching over. If that person is not there anymore, they actually want to do what they didn't get to do to me, to these children, that they could produce off of me, that would be this, that would be, it's a sinister and I feel like people not looking at it like it's a crime like that. um Not only to weigh down the mother, because the bones, like, you got to think about this, okay? This is what without your will, somebody took something from your body. Okay, they made you realize that, yeah, your family is in reverse. We slowly did this, whatever they could have did. Okay, maybe people get hysterical and they get schizo and they go crazy once they realize what was done around them. And people now, these entities or these people are mad because I'm not. It's like God was already grooming me to know that something like this was going to happen, but that ain't it. It don't end there. I don't like the fact of letting people, if I know something bad is about to happen, that's why I'm probably not good with premonition or something, because I'll say something or jump in the way or something, try to change it. But I feel even what you call God or this way this is working is the shit plays out. Maybe for everybody to see, so nobody can say, oh, they just doing this because we black and they don't like black people and they put us as slaves or they killed us. No, everybody can know. Everybody is going to see. That's what it said about Jesus, and he gonna be coming back or she gonna be coming back, and everybody gonna see. So they thought they was going unseen, but I don't see how somebody or anything could sit there and look at something like this and not do anything. It's like these are people that like to spread the shit around, and then, you know watch. It's like when I used to be at home by myself during the day and I needed to, I rarely would go to a restaurant. I would make me something to eat at home, like a big old juicy hamburger in the middle of the day and some fresh cut fries or something. And I would make a big old mess making it in the kitchen and hurry up and run back and finish watching my favorite show. But I left the mess there. And most time I'll smoke a cigarette, lay down, take a nap, whatever, whatever. So about 2 hours, the shit just sitting there. And then I'll finally get up after my stomach is not full anymore. And then I'll go clean up after myself. And he used to get pissed off because if he was there or something, because he's like, I clean, and always be like, that's why I clean up when, you know, that's why I clean up while I'm cooking. And I'm like, okay, good for you. but I don't like my food to get cold. And so I do this ratatouille thing, and then I go in there with the big old nasty, juicy hamburger with the lettuce and the pickles and everything falling off the side to look like, a dream. Because my Uncle Jesse used to do this shit, okay? I think I get from that is a trait that from him. He used to get, go in the middle of the day. You'll hear him down there cooking something. I was the first one to come down there peeking around the corner, see what he was making. It could be some fried chicken, man. He just made a big ass meal. It would be a big mountainous plate. And he would sit in front of that TV down there and watch cartoons and eat that damn food. But I remember I used to do the same thing when my children went to work, when my children went to school. Um, but this is what they doing with people's lives, right? Their livelihood, um, things like this. Um, to sit there to watch the ruin of another, knowing that you could have did something to stop it, that you might even the reason why something like this could be happening to that person, right? Um, I also feel like this is a pact. This shows that they thought like, oh yeah, say this is Furman's children. I was kind of close to Danielle, but growing up, we wasn't always that close. But I used to go kind of visit her randomly here and there, whatever. Okay, but then I used to be like little boyfriend and girlfriend with their cousin on their other side, the Melvin boy. I would say that those were my most firm uh, relationships on that side of the family. That's who I was the closest to, or whatever, or I had a bond with, or something. But it's just like the rest of the people. Like I wouldn't. I don't owe them nothing. I wasn't that close with them. I mean, if we want to go ahead and talk about the business or this personal aspect of these people, I don't know, because it could be just because their grandfathers or their fathers or their uncles on the other side of their families could be connected to voodoo or hoodoo or something like this. They could be conjurers. They could be something like this. Okay, island people or somebody that has these Haitians or somebody that has these traits, right? Um, but that's what I was thinking. Somebody wants to be able to do what they couldn't do to me, to these children or these girls that they're producing. And definitely something with the Jones family. It just give me Van Jones also looking very identical to Tupac to me. I actually was thinking that that Tupac is a master of disguise as well. And that's who been in the background like a little snake moving around. Or who was that guy name that's on kind of look like him too. That's on Martell or something. They keep talking about that dude. He kind of looked like he kind of looked like them too. But yeah, still give me that Shamar Johnson, the boy that my auntie Risa used to babysit, is still giving me that kind of energy. Because it's also giving me with Biggie Smalls, I'm getting the sister Letitia. She remind me of him. All these people. You get what I'm saying? So my situation is different. Um, you could look at them as celebrities or whatever this is. I was even think about a lot of people that grew up around me, family or otherwise community, they look like they could be star seeds. So this could be star seeds doing it to me because I'm something else, because I was a royal, or there's something else about my genetics that I don't know. It's a laughing stock because everybody else knows. Okay. Or again, they could be star seeds of like, you know, people that came very famous or something like this. But you or I could be a star seed of the stars of God, which is, like I said, bigger celebrity, like bigger celebrities. Like, it doesn't give you anything else. It just, I feel like the bigger celebrities, maybe they even are not even caring about, star seeds of the, the ones that's in the middle is the ones trying to see what they could do to come up off their star seeds, come back, gather them later on. These could also be, we call them star seeds and indigo, but these could also be the children of the fallen angels that was produced, that again started to attack the Son of God. They've learned a way. It was something that this could have pissed off, it would have pissed off me if I was God. That you found some sneaky way, you knew you was producing something that was ruining something, even my shit, and then this is why something had to get punished. So to say, oh, wipe it under the rug, it's like, that's been happening for a long time. That has created a shit show river. Because remember, whatever they were doing, it was to pull the wool from under, pull the rug from underneath your feet. And imagine it be a bigger rug that's about to pull it up from underneath theirs. And it may be somebody to make people feel happy or to be happy to be connected to certain people. People chose not to clear the room. But now we got a mound of shit, a mountain of shit next to the shit show river. And it just, I don't like shit. I can't even build and function around shit like that. And so, do you understand? Because that would be the thing of also then holding you back. Okay, well, I'm going to be rising, or I'm supposed to be going here. Okay, but then also on top of that, to try to make you stay and watch, knowing that you can't figure out or collect all these children in enough time. And think about it like this: these are women. Once the woman is found, or these bitches got dicks. Once the woman is found to have infiltrated this or done this because she was jealous or she wanted to sit on a dick that belonged to another female always, and then this was her way to show this person, maybe they peeked at the dark side of this man that you was with, and this woman offered him, like the devil or like the snake, I could show you a different way of life, or come with a motherfucking carpet like Aladdin, you jump on here, let me show you something. And somebody like, okay, because these is niggas that want to be coddled, right? These days we building people. Somebody done built a generation of these type of niggas. They ain't even the ones that admit that they want to put your high heels on and shit like this. So what I'm saying is it can't be because they enjoyed being around me so much when I was little. Of these people that might be holding on to children that look similar to me. These is people that I barely talk to. They barely talk to me, and so I barely talk to them. But this would be niggas that be like, oh, bitch, you just was acting too snooty. You had that light skinned boyfriend. Just ignorant. Yeah, but did you try to talk to me in that nation? In that nature? Or every time when I was hanging out with these people, you was trying to rip off my shirt and expose my boobs or pull on my. It just so happens that that's what black men did to me. I'm not affected by it. I'm not. It just it was a part of life. We just need to go ahead and put that in there because motherfuckers try to act like everybody perfect. I'm gonna tell you, I never had that problem. Now, Caucasian men I dated, they could have stole from me in another way. They could have did something fucked up to me in another way because of their Caucasian skin color. Arabic people could have been fucking with jinn shit around me. They could have did something else. They could have sold my energy off behind my back where I can't see or something too. I'm just telling you, physically. I'm just telling you what I've experienced. This could be, I might not even knew I was a town beauty. Maybe somebody did look at it like that. I don't know. Town beauty, whatever the fuck you want to say. You understand? So for sure, nobody thought about or did they think about the effects on a mother energy that's supposed to be rising. If you thought to thwart that, oh, you've been down for so long, we've been housing your energy, you've been drained for so long. Well, let's just see what else we can get out of you now that you know that the family is in reverse. Let's show you the collection of little girls that look like you that we are holding on to. These ain't niggas that I trusted. These ain't niggas. You would be shocked. You would be scared if you seen. You see what I'm saying? You'd be like, what the fuck is a little girl that look like me doing with this motherfucker? Who is this? You would be shocked. This ain't like I grew up with some secret squad in my neighborhood, in my community, and I know that these niggas will never do nothing bad to me and my kids. So if this is something traditional or cultural, no, culture skipped me, tradition skipped me. What the fuck you want? You're not using none of my shit for none of that. This is about people getting something that they didn't earn, purchasing something or taking something from someone that is off fucking limits, treating people how they want and still having access to them, being can't take no for an answer. That's a fucking problem. If somebody chose not to hang out with a certain group, you don't think that the the head of that body, if this is parts of my body, of my works, of my whatever, is gonna feel some kind of way if she said no to a masculine. He said, "Bitch, I'm gonna have you anyway." Caveman, you understand? 2025. Like I fooled around with guys, but I do see myself kind of like a little bit of a loner because I could in one motherfucking minute not fuck with you, and I won't fit. And they say, "Oh, you know how it feels to just be cut off." No, 9 times out of 10, you did something real fucked up or shady to somebody else or me, and I decided to. I don't have to come and just because we was kicking it for 3 months in the summer of 1998 with a fucking drawn out letter to say, "Dear such and such, this is my will and testament to not hang out with you anymore." Bitch, don't. A lot of people ghost people. You're just trying to put it on me because y'all need a reason to do some stupid shit to me. So now I'm at the half part of my life. Say I was one of these people like in the Bible would say supposed to be here for 80 years. They could have tried to change my age or something. So I'm at the end right here. And I didn't get to produce anything. I'm not leaving anything on the planet that would be written as mine. Or I'm halfway through there, like it feels, okay? And I was still like a spring chicken. I was still running around here, walking through the mud and still energetic, and all my bones work properly, my hands work properly. I was still jumping on a trampoline, going outside, sitting in the sun, reading books and enjoying myself, whatever this is, without any type of pain in my body or something like this. And maybe somebody got jealous because I was like, I just think God I just think God did a good job with me. I'm happy. I'm grateful with y'all. God did. Yeah, I might be overweight, but I could still move around and everything like this. And somebody thought it as a bragging, and so they thought it's their responsibility to teach me a lesson. You understand? There's something wrong with these people. Only because I was thanking God publicly about still being able to do this and still, not buy purses, not buy cars, not, but just my health. I should really be having health problems, probably smoking cigarettes, and God has really had his hand on me to, where, I know I need to stop doing the shit, but you know, I'd be glad I'm still could breathe and shit right now. And somebody wanted to make that a problem then. You see how sick a motherfucker is? And I wasn't even close enough to these people for you to think that you should be able to come in. It's the position of something that you think you have that allowed you to think that you could. Okay. This could be people also trying to get people to be in a trauma bond to join them in that rankings, like the people that went through it like this and went through it like that. But I don't think nobody did, because somebody ain't like the rest of these people here. So it's kind of freaky, because that's what it's kind of like you telling me, because it ain't like all these men gathered to gay. Ooh, somebody name could be gay or somebody could be gay for sure. Together right now with their agility and their strength, and said band together and said, hey, let's protect her. Let's put something together, get her out of here, bring her around us or something like this or whatever like this. And nobody gonna fuck with her. If we can be around, so many people could be scattered, right? The best thing to do, like, do you understand? I had a small circle even within family. I had a small circle. So it would have had to started with the 4 people or 5 people that I was closest to, or the 4 people. What? Nisi, Sophia, Nina, and Candy. That was the small pact or whatever in my life. So say I was a rarity and that there was something that they were getting from being around me the most out of everybody. These people spent the most waking hours with me and sleeping hours with me from sleepovers and shit like this. Do you understand? Anybody else was associates, even in the family to me. That's what it felt like to me. It doesn't matter if all those girls I seen myself in that picture with that I don't remember taking was my cousins. We wasn't never tight like that. So what the hell was you see? I would have even not because I was scared or not because of nothing. Somebody would call, hey, I'm going to this thing. Yeah, I don't really be going to this stuff, but I'm trying something new to branch out and like whatever. And I probably would have called somebody and say, girl, I'm gonna come with you or something like this. You know, I just don't recall this particular group of cousins. I would not. It's not that I would have felt uncomfortable. No, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have. Not in a way. It's just because we were at this age, at that age that I was in that picture, and I feel like I'm hearing somebody saying, "This is our world. Like we gonna get us a Shalonda and have it, or a Daenerys and have it." But at the same time, these people didn't speak that much to me growing up. They all kind of treated me like I was a nuisance or something. So why would you want? Why would you want this? Not because they couldn't. I'm just confused a little bit. I'm just confused because I'm guessing somebody wants you to feel bad about rejecting them, um, uh, rejecting them, or spilling the beans. How dare you be different? How dare you don't let us? We got. I keep on getting Bella Chow or something. Um, this could be people that don't understand. Somebody could have really been me, but I don't all take all those movies like Twilight, you know, exactly how the movie is. The romantic part or whatever, with the soothsaying or whatever. Okay, I don't know, because times are weird right now, but that's what I was thinking. Is this something sinister like that? Because it's not like these people was that deep with me. Like we spent 16 years as best friends, spending the night at each other's house with some of these boys, or I had a favorite boy. You know how on My Girl, okay, when Thomas J got, that bond that her and Thomas J had, because for the whole summer or whatever, they remember like eating, sleeping, shitting with each other. Usually you have this relationship with your cousins, okay, playing outside, things like this. But that was her best friend though. I didn't have any best boyfriends like that. I would horse around with guys at school in the class or whatever, but it wasn't nothing that carried me home. I never had a boy best friend that was all in my business and knew everything about me, and I never had a boy best friend. So why that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, because I don't this could also be somebody like, yeah, all the other resources gone. What's left that I could do? What less can I make money off of this person? Somebody try to treat somebody like a pig, right? What more can I? And then I feel like somebody started selling somebody's fucking eggs. And I feel like this could be somebody that was around a person or around me or around you really tough. Really tough. It's like, oh, well, we could just bypass her, call her crazy, and then work with the husband, or make it like, you know, somebody could have brought back a husband by paperwork, knowing that they sacrificed this nigga a long time ago and sent them to Costa Rica or something. You know, the real version that could sign off on shit. So they could have just cloned the person, brought them back, have them sign off all this shit. Or somebody dress up like your spouse, a brother, Keith, whoever. See, to dress up like your brother, bleach their skin. Okay, this person wearing the skin suit of my spouse or something like this, and carrying on the wealth. I can't come this far to come this far. It's like to torment a person that was kind to all these people, that was kind the whole time for no reason. And you know, usually with the royal family, it's like I be thinking with royal families and stuff like this, like really that's really the way I carry myself, like probably more than some other people. And I was thinking about this too. Um, you know, it's like somebody realizing something like, wait, what we already are doing or what people were saying about these people, you know, their reputations and things like this. It's like, well, this person is not really building a reputation. There's nothing about this person that seemed like they can't. I don't know, y'all. Like, somebody could be acting more regal than others or carrying themselves like that, being more reserved about who's around them or trying to be. But the more you're reserved, maybe around these people that like to have your energy around, they don't like that. And so they start to think of stronger ways to um, infiltrate. Because if God was saying in these things that I should not, you know, exchange my sons and daughters with these people or something, then they just realize, oh, we will just steal them. Or we will just do this like this or something. There's something else here. In his anger towards Israel, the Lord said, in so much, wait, in as much, what the hell? What word is this? In as much. Well, I guess they just put that together like that, y'all. I'm not playing. Is INASMUCH. They put that together like that in this book. Okay. It says, as this nation has violated my covenant, which I enjoined on their fathers, and has disobeyed me, I, for my part, will not clear away from them any more of the nations which Josu, Joshua, maybe I don't. Is JOS? I'm getting Josh Stone, Josh UE. Okay, is JOSUE. I left when he died. Hmm. But it also says here, through these nations, the Israelites. Sorry, that's my stomach. The Israelites were to be made to prove whether or not they would keep to the way of the Lord and continue in their fathers had done. So they could have blinded the Christ or blinded the Holy Spirit or done something like this so that they could act like they was doing something with one hand and with the other hand they was doing something else. Therefore, the Lord allowed them to remain instead of expelling them immediately or delivering them into the power of Israel. So, so that's the Israelites being given to Israel. But let's see here. I don't know if any of this is like legit today. The Ace of Cups. So we had to use our Ace of Cups. We used to, well, maybe we did. Okay, we have to use our, so throughout the readings for the next day, something is going to be coming out because I'm thinking, why this sound like this? This sound outdated while I'm reading it. Something has to change about this written, because if the Ace of Cups is coming out first, that means, yeah, this is something that you got to take it within your mind. You got to, you know, think about this. The clarity is going to come from the mental today, not from this. This is old. This is something that, but there's shit here that's pressure points, right? Like I keep on saying, some group of people, it's not a one person, it's a group of people that have to get the moving, all right? But we have vampire in reverse, so we are gonna pull on this. I'm gonna take that out before I lose it. All right. Yeah, there's a memory, there's a thought, there's something here. All right. Somebody could have gave up. All right. They trying to get back up here. It don't look like it's even possible. But somebody is trying. And then you have, you know, this empty boat here with the Six of Swords. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Somebody then came back. See whoever this is with this blue cloak on, with the sun on one shoulder and the moon on one. Um, this person, whoever this knight is coming back, yeah, there's a tree, but there's no fruit. This King of Swords acting like they don't know what's up, but they do. Somebody be playing with their beard. Somebody got a beard. And this knight is coming back to this tree. It's there, but there's no fruit on it. And then we got this person in this palace and everything with this, trying to get close or thinking about this Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah. You got the Three of Pentacles here with the lizards that was warned not to be in the palace. You got the Tower coming. Somebody could have listened to a lizard, or somebody's name could be Elizabeth. Okay. And then whatever this is, because these Page of Cups be coming around, messing around with somebody's cup. I don't know, sniffing on somebody's cup. Maybe somebody is trying to, I don't know, figure out something. See his finger too? I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. This could be people being childish when it comes to something like some kind of tradition or some type of whatever. Like somebody's trying to figure out what something is. Something is not, um, I don't know. There's a hint of something. Somebody's intrigued though. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then you got somebody's magic drying up here. And other people are sleeping peacefully. So it could be that this magic shit that they've been doing, somebody might be playing with dice or using die. This is the first time I noticed he had a big giant dice in his hand. Something is not, somebody could be gambling here and gambled everything away because this look all dried up back here with the magician. You get it? So this is a wicked thing, and any woman that's, I don't know, would be wrapped up in this. the envy and jealousy she would have for another woman, and like somebody is trying to say, I want you to be lonely, broke. You never even met this person. You never did nothing to this person. Or your mama could have got tricked to go to Africa and start having children there, and these children remind her more of what she wanted. If somebody mama or daddy was a Rolling Stone, it's no reason to treat another person some kind of way. Like these people could have, I don't know, they could feel how they want, but I don't know. There was no reason to do that. Like, I'm not sure here. Or like I said, somebody, instead of taking their daughter up or their child up, the one that's next, they just created another version of themselves to bully the child the same way that the mother bullied the child or something like that. Okay. But somebody could be being bullied themselves or feeling like they're being, but they know why. They know why here. You have to, this could be the man with this woman, or these two, you know, like your spouse and your mom knew each other in the past life, and so she was blocked from you, and then she sent the man in, you know, her one of her boyfriends in, and then y'all got locked in. It's something weird like this, so that the mom can have full control and sever something with, you know, but the dad also would do anything for the mom. It's like the spiritual aspect of those longing parts. That's why I don't long for shit. It's not because I'm mean, I'm cold. I'm just figuring stuff out about how God formed me. It's not because I'm mean. I'm very loving. So I'm noticing it's a season for something. Okay, reserve, restrict, pull all your shit in. You know what I'm saying? When this is over, you're gonna be able to love again. You're gonna be able to meet, rebuild, meet some. It just ain't time right now. Because when you long for someone, this is those little cords that be sticking out, those little live wires for anything can plug up in there. They will conjure up feelings for another person or something like this, that you care very much about or something like this, in order to something else to plug into that little live wire. Once you go saying, I just wish that, mm, you know, then you see, I don't know, but somebody could be being tormented here. Somebody that stole your stuff. I just feel like this is somebody else that tried to take somebody else's stuff, their cups or something like this here. I don't know. And whatever this is, Tripoli, Tripoli. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, maybe that's who that is. Mm. So it's not when somebody's looking for something here. When I say this, mommy Watson energy could be connected to the Derek dad, and then this mother, but it's something like, remember I told you I think that these people early on around 9/11 they could have fled. Something mysterious happened, had them a sector of the family flee to the Carolinas, probably stealing something from me or something to have a child. See, that's why something is very somebody did something wrong. So it might not even be the Truman Show version of the person, but whoever's in the background as the father could have been watching me and the alleged son. Maybe this person, again, could be feeling like this. They could have ran. It's something, y'all. Uh-uh. Because I'm thinking, whatever my lifestyle was like in the 80s, these people, maybe in the, like I said, in the 90s, the early 2000s, they took something, relocated, and then did something else there. It's just, I don't know, y'all. Could have these people could have went underground? I don't know. Three of Pentacles. Something is ruined. Somebody's plans of running underground is when this haunting starts. Something is ruined here. Because even if this is something like supernatural or spiritual, if somebody's intentions, it says because of you, if somebody's intentions is fucked up, it's going to be picked up on. But it's like people that I be saying on my channel, like I don't fuck with this person. To find out if this person had anything of my personal information, it would freak me out. It will not make me happy. It is not going to be, like it's almost like literally two lives, two lives. So it's supposed to be my marriage with this person, but I was here with this person with no growth, no power moves being made, and the person went off with my like a clone of my mother or something. You know what I'm saying? Or a Rolling Stone child of my mother, and they went where my family is from, in the North and South Carolina, and then because well damn, I don't remember my mom and them saying that that's where they from on my mama's side. Unless, like I said, the back end is messier than I think. We just something was like a nuclear thing, and like all these people are just vampires, and then they just play around and see who's going to spend this little lifetime with this girl until she's 20 years old, and we get everything we need, and then she's going to run off crying like all the rest of them, and whatever, like this or something. But we got the death card here. Like whatever this is, that's my journey. It's my path. Anything that another motherfucker doing in my name, saying that they is me, which should be offensive. Now they could say, "Oh, yeah, I was just trying to protect you." No, you was trying to be in control of everything around. You was trying to be in control. You didn't want me to have the experience because whatever. In 20 years, I got through another process. I ain't even got to go through one yet to know what it would be like or how to grasp these things. Or it's making me think about everybody, girl. I'm telling you, it's making me think about with Carol Ann, the lady with the little creepy voice, like Love and Karmic. That person didn't want to get Carol Ann from the other side because they got some benefits off of something. So it didn't happen like the movie. Like everything didn't happen like the movie. Everything didn't happen like the fucking movie. Somebody gotta say, stop faking like everything happened like the movie. Because I'm picturing somebody knew better. Like I said, these are caretakers or something. Remember I told you this is like a lady laying in a hospital bed or something, and this girl got this ball between her legs, and then she got this sword. Like, just shut up, old lady. Like, she don't look like the person that I want at my bedside taking care of me when I get old and I can't move around no more. You understand what I'm saying? This Queen of Swords. Somebody could also be dealing with an old sick mother or something like this, or father, or your man, or somebody like this. So there's two different things. And I like that. I look at that shit as fake. The motherfuckers in the Carolina, like I said, I was hearing that some of these people that had innocence on them, they was too sweet or something. They just could have popped, killed, or taken, for other reasons or whatever. Um, that went through this path or whatever. But I said that'd be messed up if somebody would have did that. They sent somebody else because they knew that they would do that to me, like take over me. Like, you remember it was different for Rowan them. She was separate from the family. She wasn't raised around witches or her magic. And then they went to Scotland, and them Scotlanders, the real ones, they was making a big joke about them. They was making a big joke about them or whatever like this. So I don't know. Somebody is nervous about something here. Whatever this is, maybe another person cannot do it for the other person. Five of Wands, because these people are trying to act like we're doing everything for you or we're trying to make you happy. But I'm like, no, because you remind me so much of This person, they don't want that from me. Like, these are people that are easy to fool people. These are people that fool people. Their thing is to fool people, to make people feel comfortable. Da 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 da. This is why they don't like me talking about it, because no, mm-mm, mm-mm. This could be also, like I said, somebody chose they self, maybe because they thought it was more power in choosing they self to clear something out. We don't know. But if I'm making, cause I keep on hearing, am I wrong? If I'm making this, whatever this is, because I keep telling somebody, no, 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 no. And I feel like somebody's like, no, just, that's like you telling the little kid down the street, don't. And he like, I cut grass for this much money or whatever, da 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 da. Da. And then you keep telling them, no, no thanks, kid. I don't want nobody. I got these other people that come, or my husband cut it or whatever. And then the person cut it and then be beating on your door expecting you to pay them. Like, what? I said no. Like, I need the experience. Why the fuck when I'm gonna have to go through a journey again? I need to know. I don't like people doing shit for me. I don't. When I got all the time in the fucking world, I don't. Like, you didn't ask me if that make me feel better for you to do this for me, because somebody know that at the end you gonna die anyway. The more people get promised this money or something, your ass about to be dead anyways if you start squealing or making noise. Nigga, I didn't make no plan. It ain't squealing, bitch. I didn't want to making no damn plans with you. Like, I don't know. Somebody's trying to do something like weird like that, man. Straight up. Yeah, we got the Empress, and the Empress is like, this is like, I would be more pissed off if this is somebody that knew how I was. Like, say your mama was like, girl, you don't let them kids go nowhere. You keep a tight grip on them little girls or whatever. Like, it's a problem or something. Like, not too tight, but I don't see it like you see it. They really don't. It's hard for them to make friends. It ain't like I'm keeping them away from people. It's just, I don't know. You know, but then to know why you, you know, so you didn't like that, so you removed them and put them with other people and let them, flaunt them around town and leave them at Stacy and Mickey's house and shit all weekend and to go party and shit. Do you understand? Somebody is a backwards ass thinking to me. And I ain't know. Because you could have even been with somebody that you thought y'all liked the same way that y'all was raising y'all children. But obviously maybe somebody didn't. This is people that want to feel something, thrust themselves in to gain life or something. Like, maybe I missed something like the first time. I should have went the other way instead of being a nerd or something. I don't know. So maybe somebody want to be tough. Chariot here. Also, somebody want to, like, this could be somebody fucking petty. But I feel like these are after brain, somebody messing with their brain or playing with their brain. Somebody's revamping or like Nancy said, rebranding parts of the body that's not theirs. Because you thought, oh yeah, make this person more like this. That's her thing. She like that, or da 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 da. It's like, wait a minute, no. Mm-mm. Somebody being childish, somebody being something, somebody like, trying to be making themselves look, and it's like, nah, thank you. I might have swore. I'm trying to wrap my head around it some kind of way, but that's why I was saying, even if they made me into a boy, it's not no self-conscious thing where I'm trying to go. Even the biggest superstar female, the outfits they could wear while I'm trying to go. You understand? I can't. I couldn't. But you could, I could have been thinking, or you could have been thinking, these people moved out and made some prestigious and be like, oh, you can't sit with us. And you looking at these motherfuckers like, can you sit with me? Why are you doing that? We got death in the chariot, and these don't look, there's no nice looking chariot on these cards. There's a duel or a battle. Somebody might want to make it seem like you just don't like what in the song is, a heaven for thugs or something. Mm. Somebody could also want to like pay a person back or something, like show that they got holes or something, because you could have silently had flings or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, ew, no thanks. Like a man would make a woman feel after knowing her body count. You say you a woman, you got your own body count, but you might not care about my body count. I don't care about my body count, but the way you acted, yeah, I know somebody could be just putting on a show. Hermit energy, Four of Pentacles. So these are the unrighteous sons of David. They're getting crumbs now after all the fun is over or something. After stealing something, seven of swords here, being sneaky. The dark hermit being sneaky. Like, oh, why did I put you back? Like, I'm just not gonna be no men's tools or whatever like this, bitch. I done came to, no. I can't really see it. Yeah, that's the truth. Right? There could be some kind of transformation, because somebody might have tried to say, oh, let's just end it right here, da, 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 and then like front and stun on somebody. So somebody like, oh, you wanted to front, oh, it wasn't because of something, something, something. You wanted to front and stun. Or this is like somebody see you now and be like, that person couldn't have never been attractive or something like this. And then boom. And now somebody like, wait, you done showed your ass like in public though. Now somebody feeling like this. 10 of Wands. You could be on your you could be while somebody else is getting the victory. Somebody could be using, like, I keep on hearing something about 3D printing. Somebody could be afraid too that I said they're gonna find something. Somebody's afraid of that. Of course, these women could have took these opportunities to, you know, go back and change something or something before, and they so like the female is up because I'm up right now and you stuck right now. This girl is up right now. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you could be getting some kind of intel or information or seeing something different. You like looking at somebody like, what the fuck you doing? Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that? Like, this is somebody that just would just do some old ignorant shit. Like, these is all crunchy looking. King of Pentacles, they acting all crunchy. Like, why is everybody acting so crunchy right here? Somebody likes to be in charge of the whole thing and you're ruining everything. Yeah, like I said, this is more of an Ace of Cups energy. If anything, this is going to teach people something. Okay. It's never okay. It's never okay. And you fired. And I'm going to be hired. Yep. And then look, the strength card. Somebody's trying to starve out the lion to get information or something here. Or they're starving the lion and the lion don't want to open his mouth. And this person is in pain. They need to know something here. And then this is not a good strength card energy. But again, I'm going to be hired and then it's going to be like that. Somebody trying to, switch up like a processor here. It says, at this time, the prophets, Deb, O, and Ra. Deb, little O, and Ra. Could be somebody's child. The wife, Lap, or L-A, Phi, Doth. Okay, Lapidoth. L-A, Pi, or Phi, Doth. D and Oath. L-A, Pi, D, and Oath was judging Israel. We got the little kid running from a sleepy king, the emperor, actually. Somebody could be tired or weighed down, crippled, something like this. And then whoever this is here, at least the cup is not broken and shattered like down here. It's almost like somebody is healing themselves off of this emperor being, somebody's up on their square. And this little boy is running away from this emperor. Maybe somebody did something to this emperor and somebody's parent paid them to do something to this person. Somebody's parent paid this woman, could have paid this person to go do something to this emperor, their son, whether it's a female or a male. And that's what I'm saying. Somebody's hands is crippled right now. Either they have me bound to this person or I'm the emperor that they trying to fuck up. So it's not bad enough that I'm a girl. And when they met me and came in my energy, I was very put together. And then they just had to like stamp on somebody or something like this. Yeah. The Fool. And the Ferret. Anyways, it's saying here, she used to sit under Deb Ora's palm tree. This could also be, I'm getting like South Carolina, I think on the flag, the palm tree and the stars there. This could also be palm tree, dude, right? Somebody could have sit under a person in order of power, like a president, vice president. Palm tree situated between Rama. Or this could be any other tree today. I don't know. Could or don't have to be. Situated between Ra, Ma. So Ra and Ma. So somebody, Ra, if Ra was the father of mine, and then somebody's Ma, okay? I told you that somebody's parents is still together in the spirit or in another dimension or something here. And then we got Beth and El, little God. So this will give me that Beth Beetle energy, okay? Yeah. That Beth Beetle, because again, we got those Beetleborg or Beetle. The grandmother was giving those beetles that thing. And I remember there was an annoying little girl, Beth Beetle, that I used to be talking shit to in school. But she was not perfect, man. She was. We got the lizard energy, lizard people. You understand? It's one of them little, because they're smart alecky ways. One of the little Caucasian girls that was asking for it. You understand? Right, but I knew I was going a little bit hard on her because I think my transitioning of moving from Illinois, I didn't want to leave and go to Texas that much. And so I think in the breakup of the family, I think that was why I was going. She could have got a little bit harder than everybody else, but I was like, let me leave. I was talking to God, and He said, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Okay, forget it." So it was just she was being nitpicky and being whatever this is. She was being using white supremacy, Caucasian supremacy and shit. You understand? She was using Caucasian supremacy and teacher's pet syndrome and trying to get me in trouble all the time. And I think just because I was getting used to everything, I was real quiet and everything like this. And then they didn't know that that part of me with that little venom was in there. And then what, you can't be messing with somebody now. You use Caucasian supremacy over me. And then I had to go within and find something. And it's that strength. And then I had to sit your ass down. And then you want to go run and tell the teacher you wanted to do like this. And so, don't try to act all innocent now. Yeah, we got judgment. Big bad Beetleborg. That's what I'm saying. You know them little Caucasian kids that just used to use the fact that you're black and it seems like you might be trouble. And when I tell the teacher you're gonna get in trouble and I'm not, or something, they were using that shit. And I kind of made fun of her name. I didn't hit her or nothing. But this could be this here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, justice. Somebody could be sad now here. Five of Cups because they were trying to get somebody back. But maybe these people are realizing that this is the Empress here to get justice again. Keep on having the King of Cups Empress here. It's also making, because I thought that I had an appearance of this girl again named Samantha or Sam or something, that I met this girl in the bathroom. She was really drunk. And then I had to help her get to her car or something. Just a Caucasian girl or whatever. A couple years ago, I was out by Vernon Hills or something. I can't remember. And, you know, we exchanged numbers and everything like this. And, you know, nothing never happened or anything. We didn't even become that really good friends. It was kind of troublesome or whatever like this. I felt like it was like a luring. I don't know. I had to check the situation. You see what I'm saying? Because like even if I met somebody in a new kick it buddy or bar hopping buddy or something, I still driving my own shit. You understand? So this person could have I feel like this man, even the spouse, could have been watching me when we discussed should I go and look for a female to experience that type of situation with. And when I asked him that, he said, "Yeah, I feel like the person was there too, and they was just collecting these hoes." To be honest with you, it ain't with me because I never got them. You get what I'm saying? It just didn't work out for me. So this person is looking sad here. So somebody want to say, "Look at me now," or something like this. You know, look at me now, and this could be some Texans picking a Texan or something. But like, I'm the big Empress, and you're not. No, you bitch, you still not the Empress. I'm the Empress. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, and actually, you thought you was about to scold me, and somebody sitting here looking salty, and you gonna need the Holy Spirit to cleanse and help you. You get what I'm saying? This is how people be acting because you still on white Caucasian supremacy. See, white people, I'm gonna tell you one thing too. White people don't like my channel when I keep on calling them Caucasian. Like I said, I look at myself as the white is a sense of purity or something of being God's child. You understand? It don't got nothing to do with my skin. Okay? I can tell. So yeah, we got the sun. Look how it just came out right here. So that's what I figure. Somebody was like, yeah, yeah. Now see, remember who you pick on when you're in the second grade. I already told y'all this story about it and how God was like, okay, you give it, okay, let up a little bit or whatever. Why you doing it that hard? And I taught you to stand up for yourself, but why you going that hard? And I said, oh, I think it might be because we just moved here. This is the kind of conversation I used to be having in my head with God. Think I'm playing? We just moved here, and I'm probably a little bit mad about the divorce, so I might be putting on a little bit stronger. So I'll just stop, because I was never an evil kid, but I can be. Shit. Okay. I never harmed anybody's children. But when I was a child and I was 7 years old and shit, and a kid be getting on my damn nerves, and we had a party at a function, and you know how a kid would just cleave on to you and then just start picking and hitting you with their toy cars and doing all this other bullshit. You like, can somebody get this damn kid? It's following me around, it's doing this, and it's hitting and shit like this. I will pinch, if nobody look at, I'll pinch the hell out of that kid. Say I'm 7 or 8, and that damn kid is like 5 or something, won't leave me alone. I will pinch it and then be like, I don't know what happened to that kid. Shit, somebody should have came and got it. It's not. But this is the most. That's the wickedest thing I could think that I did, maybe once or twice, to a badass kid that wouldn't leave me alone at a get together, and all the adults are playing cards and laughing and all this shit. And I'm like, would somebody get this damn? This boy didn't hit me in my back with this fucking truck. He's hit me with this stick. Get this motherfucker away from me. And if nobody did nothing, then I did something. I'm not playing shit. Get your ass. Then they still go crying, just hopping around. I don't know what happened. I just be looking. Or I just hurry up and make sure I make my move, my exit out the room. Like, the fuck up off of me. So somebody thought that they was going to do that. That's what I was just getting from that. Somebody thought that they were going to be like, well, I'm the Empress. Because there was a familiar when she started, but we still clicked up on Facebook, and so when I seen that she started having children, she had a spouse and everything like this, or whatever, baby daddy or spouse or whatever, and then she was like doing like mom stuff, like pictures of her children and stuff, like cutesy stuff or whatever, and I'm like, oh, but the man reminded me of he had a little bit of the energy of my spouse. I'm thinking, well, I didn't think about anything of it at that time, but looking back, I feel like this person was trying to punish me, but everywhere somebody has been trying to hurt me. Like, this motherfucker is, I don't know. It's like, damn, was it that serious? Like, cause you acting like a bit this nigga everywhere. Like, what are you doing? You trying to show how you were what? Doing what? It just mean that the person had to have the help of my family and stuff, and I'm the motherfucking Empress. Like, what are you doing? Like, all y'all look stupid. The Empress that's gonna be getting the victory. So I don't understand. Even when I felt the energy of, I didn't understand what I was looking at the time. I still wasn't hateful or jealous or envious or whatever this is. I don't know. I don't like the fact that these people had these people connected to me and they were all false prophets, liars, jealous. And look, bitch, you still jealous because it must have been something about my light back then that you kept on trying to get me in trouble for no reason and all this other shit. Gotta be. Gotta be. And you still, and I done forgot about Beth Beadle until I had to think about that scenario I just told you, until something, and this is somebody that's still thinking about me. I don't think I would put my hands on her or anything like this, okay? Maybe a shoulder bump or something. I'm not sure. But, like, really? You grew up and said, I'm going to get a government job. I'm going to hunt that girl down. I must have left a really big, because we only was just seeing each other on the bus, I think. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody was married to somebody like this, and then they tried to show how this person is operating in the house. But look at all this shit you was doing, rallying up everybody that had one hateful thing to think about this person to go and be battle ready and try to ruin this person. Even creating 10 versions of your own self as the Antichrist and having them go around and bully the wife. Like, and you still with the bitch. Like, but she don't even know that. The thing is, the Holy Spirit can't even see that you ganging up on her like this. The Holy Spirit can't even say that you mad like this. You never even told the Holy Spirit that you felt like this. You never even talked to the Holy Spirit and told her, or the Christ Holy Spirit. You never talked to her and said, hey, you making me feel like this. You never said nothing. You just transmuted your demonic energy and jumped around and just did all these things that the Holy Spirit still can't even see that you're doing to her. Huh? Yeah. We got 9 of Pentacles, a botched egg here. Yeah. This is that. You still hopping around here trying to get the attention or something like this. Like, she ain't even thinking about it like this. Like, somebody is off the chain. Somebody stressed out older woman here. And then another person is nesting and resting all through the night. And somebody else could be having to work really hard, 7 of Wands, to do something. Right? And somebody think that your life is just like this. Like, this is what you're doing here. Okay, this could be somebody else that actually, you know, the star energy. This could be this somebody that this could be this Barker energy, somebody that does this, because this could be like somebody could have put off my forever young avatar showing up, and they could have gave my cousin Tiffany one or something like this, because again, the competition would have been different otherwise. So they could have woke up her forever young vassal first and try to hide mine. These could be the people that's shame. Somebody's shame about what they did here. The blossoms, these people, they could be ashamed. Yeah, the lower kingdom. Yeah, somebody's like, we can't be friends. And they, yeah, because you're going to the lower ranking kingdoms or something like this because of this shit right here. This is the people that are going fight. Yep, and having these princes and J princes and these lizards and this is the people that could have did this to the person and blame it on another person, or they too going to be in a relationship. They got what they wanted, but they went and killed your new twin flame that was coming towards somebody or something like this. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this is all this. There's torment coming to somebody, and they know why. They know why. This could even be this all-talk energy. Yeah, but I think the girl's name was Samantha. Let's see. Came up for her judgment. So, palm tree situated between Ramah and Bethel in the mountains. Okay, and Ephraim. Okay, these are these names here. All right, even in the family tree, whatever. And there is Israelite came up for her. I mean, to judge for goodness. And there is the Israelites. They're the Israelites. Is-Ra elite. Is-Ra elites. So somebody could have took from me to feed Ra and the elites that Ra was having. I don't know. Yeah, they could have judged me. That's not really saying Judah, because Judah's judges were not supposed to come returning. Then you got the 8 of Cups, somebody having to leave something alone because of who they was dealing with here. Queen of Wands energy. Okay. Somebody supposed to be fruitful here. All right. But I feel like they not supposed to be judging. She sent and summoned Barak or Bar AC, son of. So this could be stuff that be happening in your sleep. You don't even really realize here. But this could also be moves that other people were making. Naphtali. This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, commands. And she said to him, It says, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, commands." She said to him, "Go, march on Mount Tabor." Somebody confused. Yep, I told you this is the job here. This is where where I'm supposed to be sitting here. This could be also where a whole bunch of people have not been getting their proper portions because somebody has twisted something out of some kind of payback or revenge or something. Like, it's straight up. It's just something just like that. Wadi Sea Song. Watson. Wadley. Chariots and troops. So yeah, this was just in the cards earlier. Okay, we're gonna put it away. Okay, we'll deliver them into power. If you come with me, I will go. If you do not come with me, I will not go. Somebody is saying something like this here. They could have went with a person. Somebody could be fleeing. Have sis a ra. So make a ra into a sis. A sis. Okay, or sis. So my name could be sis or sis size Sarah. This could be like somebody's always or sighing like something like this, or again, a size Sarah. I'm getting like a snake though. So somebody could be like Sarah of like, I don't know. They could be in Islam here. But this also looked like another headdress added. It's the window, but it looked like another headdress, like of a like a pharaoh or something on a chariot. Dressed in all black like the omen. Now you know me. I'm making moves so quick. Certainly, okay. And journey with the seeds. Journey with him to seeds. Okay, well, let's just come back to it. Somebody want to know. I want to know. Who's that song, Joe? I want to know. Yeah, things are being botched. Things are not working out. They're having to scrimmage for something. Somebody could be afraid of something here. Yeah, because somebody, remember last night? Oh, girl, you get on my damn nerves snatching my phone. But whoever this is seemed like an honest worker here. It's almost like, will you choose the same thing again here? This could also be somebody, a worker. You know how, like, I'm getting like a pallbearer that was jealous of somebody. Like, there's a very soft, like, they kind of pick me or just like, I'm here still, or I'm torn down to just this. You don't want me now still. Like, I don't know what, if something is going on, two different things here. Because I just noticed these beads going around the thing. These could have been people that was helping prep for something like your wedding or something. I don't know. And somebody was very angry. They're probably very mad. This is almost like a little crack here inside of a uh, it looked like a tree, but it also looked like if you was on a mountainous run or something, you could have walked past some kind of crack in like a mountain, and somebody could have, girl, my bitch, hold on, let's just turn this on. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I just feel like this could also be somebody like, I'm a good man, you know, Savannah, but to get somebody's legs open right here. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dirty. Maybe dirty thoughts or dirty, I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody was thinking something in their head. Somebody want to bring them a tower. But I will wonder, what does it mean?
Help me!
Girl, it's too early. It's way too early. Mm-hmm. Yep, we just did it there. Hero and heron. Slaughter is continued in Esther. All right, we'll leave it there for now.